Why? My girl got so mad last night. We're watching Game of Thrones. She goes, "Oh, can I tell you about my mom?" She's going. She's like, she wanted this gift card. Then she bought this. She's like, "Oh, I don't want." And she's telling this long story. And she's like, "Are you listening?" I go, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not." And I went, "This is the stupidest story I've heard all day."
Dude, I'm trying to.
I go, "The stupidest story." I said, In what world do you think I would care about your mom shopping using gift cards?
Dude.
In what world? You know me.
Did that piss her off?
Oh, yeah. Like, in what world would you stop Game of Thrones season 7 to tell me this terrible story?
I'm trying to read an
We're in the
article.
middle. It's like a hype scene, too. I go, you stop Game of Thrones for this horrible story.
Dude, there's my girl. I'm trying to read a really good article. And my girl starts,
Because you like to read.
She starts telling me a story.
Yeah.
And I'm listening to the story, and then I remember, I'm trying to listen. I don't know where it's going, because she's like, and then there was the lake, and then we were on the lake, and I go, and I remember, because I'm not listening, but I remember a faint memory of when she started the story. I go, I think, as I'm trying to listen and not follow, I go, I think she started the story with, I had a dream.
Oh, God.
And so I go, 3-4 minutes in, which is excruciating long, I go, wait. Is this a fucking dream? And she goes, yeah. I go, never tell me about a dream you had.
Can you imagine if you called me today and were like, dude, last night I was dreaming? I go, stop. I don't care.
We can barely
don't
talk
waste my
about
thing
things that did happen.
Yeah, but
there better be a point to what did happen, right?
You ever see that?
As Patrice says, who got shot?
Yeah,
Who got
Hey,
shot?
fellas, how many of your girls tell wonderful stories?
You know, nobody? Nobody can raise a hand? It was you? Really?
Oh, no?
You don't believe that? Yeah.
You know who's the king of fucking with you and you don't even know? Jimmy Burke.
Oh, yeah.
Where my friend's wife has got, she's I guess she had all these opinions he didn't agree with. Like, she was just talking about, I don't know, for the story, it was like, everybody should be wearing masks and like stuff. It was just, he could tell everybody was getting annoyed. So he started going like this. He'd go, I don't know. You know? And so everybody's like this. And then she says another thing and he goes,
Everyone's just drawing
no. And fucking dying. Like, and she didn't know what he was doing.
Hey, what did Jimmy Burke do to that lady with big tits on the train? Remember, he was like, "Ma'am, it's because you're big, stupid tits."
No, that's because he would do really weird things like that, where the woman got off. She was this really nice woman, and she gets off the wrong floor in the elevator. She gets off the wrong floor, and she gets back on, and she goes, "I don't know why I did that." And Jimmy, who's the nicest guy in the world, goes,
He's so funny.
He goes like this. He goes, I know exactly why. She goes, you do? And he goes, yes. It's because you're a goddamn bitch. That's why. And she goes, what? And she started laughing, and he started laughing so fucking hard because it was such a ridiculous thing. Like, it was a mistake. It's not because you're a goddamn. He goes,
because you're a
goddamn fucking bitch. That's why. Fucking, he did this to his uncle. His uncle was a gangster. In fact, on page 6 after he died, I think it was Pete Vessier, one of the famous journalists in New York, said the last tough guy in Brooklyn died today. And his name is Artie Burke, and he carried a blackjack. He was like the muscle for the Irish mob, and tough guy.
Shit.
Yeah, and there are legendary stories about him. Legendary. In fact, was a
This
boxer.
is Jimmy's uncle?
Fought. Yeah. Anyway, he was a real legend, and it's his own brother said to me. His own brother, Jimmy's dad, said, "Bad guy, bad guy,
Oh, wow.
like a real gangster, bad guy."
Yeah.
At the end of the day. But he was a tough guy, and one time. His wife was singing, and she wasn't a good singer. It was a cabaret thing, like a little shitty cabaret thing, and
He probably paid for it.
Right,
all
he
set
did.
up.
So he's all there, and his wife is like, and of course there's like a yuppie, good-looking couple, and the guy starts talking to his wife, and he's like, anyway, so what do you want to do? And so his uncle, who's in his 70s at the time, goes like this, comes up and goes, hey. So the guy goes, oh, whatever. Anyway, so we'll go to the thing. And so his uncle comes back and goes like this. He goes, hey. Short hit. The guy goes, oh. And he goes, shh. So that's what he would do. So he wasn't a jokester. So Jimmy one day, everybody's just sitting around at dinner. And Jimmy starts going, so ask me a question. Ask me about if I've been going to Long Island lately.
Have we go to Long Island lately?
Yeah, you know what? I haven't been. I haven't been because the train doesn't run the way I want it to. And his sister's laughing so hard, and he goes, and he asks him another question. He goes like this. He goes, all right, so what else you been doing? He goes, just doing a lot of acting, trying to get some voiceover work. He goes, what the fuck is he shouting? For? He keeps talking like that. And he goes, and finally, Artie just goes, hey, listen, you fucking fish mouth. Hey, listen, you fucking fish mouth. I'll give you a shot in the jaw. Cut this shit right now. I love the way he would fuck with people, man.
That's because you're a big stupid bitch.
That's because you're a goddamn fucking bitch.
At least the lady had a fun time with it.
Dude.
It could have went a hard left.
Oh
and
my
He
God.
could have got canceled in the
It's all in
90s.
the, it's all in the delivery.
He would love when we go out. He would love.
He tells great
We'd be at the
stories,
bar,
too.
and the bartender, you guys want a drink? And he goes, sweetheart, do you want something? Or do you want like that? I go, get the fuck off my hand. Get off my hand. Don't do that. And he just, sometimes he would tell him when I wasn't listening, he'd go, we live together. We've been dating for a long time. And next thing I know, fucking, you seem like such a, I didn't know you were a couple. I'm trying to pick this girl up.
Hey, Kat, you don't tell bad stories.
I don't tell many stories.
Not to us.
Just in general.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard you tell a bad story.
I don't know. I don't really tell stories, I feel like.
'Cause I just think it's funny how like Patrice thought like women just don't tell bad stories.
Stevie doesn't really tell bad stories either
No, he's
because
got
to
good
get
stories.
Stevie to talk,
Yes.
you got to get it out of him.
So it's time to open
yeah.
gifts with my immediate family, and I get my son an Xbox controller because he needed another one, and a pair of sunglasses, and then some
free
Hot
ones you
Wheels.
got.
He
Free
collects
one.
Hot Wheels.
You gave him free sunglasses.
Gave him the free ones, but he
Okay.
doesn't know that.
Not a great gift.
I know, not a great gift, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
and,
he doesn't
I'm there.
know.
Right.
Yeah.
So then he gets like a Lego set, then he gets a chess board from one of his teachers, and this stuff.
Damn, teacher
And
gave
then
him a birthday
fucking-
gift?
Yeah, he came to the whole get together because he's homeschooled in this pod with other kids. So he was
Oh,
like,
okay. He's not going to regular
yeah,
school.
Yeah. So then Cheyenne, who Fabrizio and Diana, who own Via Veneto.
Oh, yeah.
Their son.
How's that restaurant doing?
It's killing it. Actually, it's killing it. But they did really well during COVID because everybody was doing takeout. But long story short, I got my stuff. Cheyenne shows up. I got him a little controller. He's like, I get to play Xbox now with a friend. Oh yeah. Fucking Cheyenne shows up with two giant, he's holding on to these two huge presents, these two fucking huge things. And I'm like, the fuck? He comes in late and just goes, there you go. Gang. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And he goes, open it. Well, and then some other boxes are there that he brings in. And he made him essentially a gaming console. I didn't know Cheyenne was a gamer. Made him a fucking gaming console, this huge thing.
So you can put his stuff
huge monitor with a huge,
wow.
with a custom keyboard. I was literally like, my son was like, take this
he's like, get
bullshit.
this-
You get the fuck out of here.
So it's like
I got a new dad.
It's for computers?
Well, dude, it needs its own room.
Oh, wow.
It needs its own room. He's got
A game console.
Yeah, he created he's going to create an addict in my son.
The whole thing.
Yeah, the whole thing was a disaster. But I don't know how I feel about that. How do I feel about my kid having, at 10 years old, that's hard to resist when you got a huge monitor.
But that's what he's into, right?
Yeah, but I don't want my
do you
kid to be
do?
that into gaming.
I mean, they make a lot of money in
What
gaming.
else is he into, though? Not sports.
He's playing lacrosse.
Yeah.
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 Is he really?
You know, hey,
Come on, man.
hey,
Hey, come on. Listen,
I know you want that for him, but hey,
it's funny because when you got Schaub jeans, like his son is like indestructible.
yeah,
And
hey.
there's some kids that are like
But
that.
but if he's into games, if he's passionate about it, might as well run with it.
Yeah, kids are making a lot of money there.
Kids are making real money.
Yeah,
doing
but it
that.
can also be an addiction, and you end up in your basement. So let's be honest. How many kids are making money on gaming, right?
There's
A shit
Twitch,
ton.
Shit
a
ton.
ton.
A shit
Really?
ton. To
Yeah.
the point where comedians now are streaming on Twitch to try to get money.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of people are streaming now.
Yeah,
video
Eric
games.
Griffin is.
Chris D'Elia is.
Chris is
D'Elia
on
is
Twitch.
too?
He's
Yeah, he's on Twitch.
Twitch?
He posted about
And
it
what's he
recently.
doing on there?
Playing video games.
When the fuck does
Yeah.
Chris play video games?
Twitch is huge, and Twitch has been huge for about 8 years.
Chris
So-
out here playing video games?
Yeah.
Maybe my son can start making some money.
You,
A lot of people do.
Because Eric Griffin, when he was on the show, said that he made more money on Twitch during the pandemic than he did during like a
The
regular
stand-up.
comedy year. Yeah.
Well, the one thing I'll say, my kids went to coding camp, And the coding
camp?
Yeah, like don't ask.
It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
Whole thing.
It's a. I mean, it's a
But
big deal.
the kids that were teaching coding and they were Minecraft experts. They were 18, 19, 20, but they'd been in a dark room their whole life, and their bodies don't grow because they're not eating a lot. They're not doing physical activities, so their bodies stay super small.
I mean, your kid's not gonna win the Olympia, but yeah. I mean, just let them play some video games, dude.
Yeah,
Like
but
they
they
stay
need
in their basement?
exercise. They got to, you gotta
They need to
out.
get out.
My kids do
something.
that anyway. They're
Yeah.
they're athletic. I mean, they do stuff.
But I wouldn't shun the game and stuff.
No,
Like no, man.
Really?
Especially if that's
There's
what
a
he's into.
lot in it.
the games are
world.
so. I was watching him play. Like some of those games are. I mean, I'm such a dinosaur. Some of those games are fucking unbelievable.
They're crazy.
And you play with people you don't even know all over the world.
Makes me nauseous. Like
It
trying
does?
to play the video game.
So you're not a
shit.
video. You're not a gamer.
60 nauseous?
Yes.
You never played like GoldenEye?
Dude, that
Call of
fucking
Duty?
game where the
Call of Duty?
The Call of Duty, yeah, that makes me nauseous.
You know you're 54,
Trying to
right? You know you're my age.
fucking-
No, I'm saying though,
Dude, can you get younger and hipper? Is that like how does Brian?
I might be a little hipper.
Oh, you know what makes me real nauseous? That damn
VR.
The
VR.
Oculus?
That one, oh my gosh, I
That
almost
thing's
puked my
fun,
brains
man.
out.
I played
almost
ping
puked
pong.
my-
I
It's
played
fun.
ping pong and reached for the ball, forgot I wasn't there.
Oh, you can hit?
And I fell down. I fucking went yeah, and fell down and hurt this part of my hands.
Those things are dope.
Heard this part
Fucking-
of my head.
I went like that. I went, oh, I get the yeah.
Have you seen the people who are doing like the fight and they go to and they like, run into the TV or some shit?